Ladies and gentlemen, listen up. Life is not fair. It doesn't care about your feelings, your excuses, or your struggles. Life is a war zone, and only the strong survive. The weak get trampled, forgotten, and left behind. You either dominate or get dominated. That's the reality. Strength is not just physical. It's mental, it's emotional, it's the ability to stand tall when the storm hits. Weak people complain. Strong people adapt. Weak people wait for opportunities. Strong people create them. You need to make a choice. Are you going to be a predator or prey? A lion or a sheep? The world belongs to those who refuse to quit, to those who push beyond pain, beyond fear, beyond doubt. Success doesn't come to those who wait. It comes to those who take it. Life isn't about luck. It's about discipline, power, and unshakable will. Life is relentless. It doesn't wait for anyone, and it certainly doesn't play fair. Every single day, from the moment you open your eyes, you step onto a battlefield. There are no breaks, no timeouts, and no second chances for those who hesitate. You are either fighting to win or waiting to lose. The world does not care about your circumstances, your past, or your excuses. It only rewards those who are willing to step up, take control, and dominate their environment. Strength is the only currency that matters. And without it, you are nothing but a casualty waiting to happen. This battlefield isn't just physical, it's mental, emotional, and psychological. Weakness in any form is an open invitation for defeat. The moment you start feeling sorry for yourself, the moment you let doubt creep into your mind, you have already lost. Life will not stop attacking. The bills won't stop coming, the competition won't stop growing, and the world won't suddenly decide to give you a break. If you are not constantly pushing forward, you are already falling behind. Strength isn't about lifting weights. It's about lifting yourself up every time life knocks you down. Look around you. Every successful person you admire has been through war. They fought through struggle, rejection, and pain. But they didn't break. They didn't fold. They adapted, they learned, and they became stronger. The losers, the ones who let life defeat them, are the ones who chose comfort over challenge, fear over action, and excuses over results. If you want to win in life, you must train yourself to see obstacles not as barriers, but as stepping stones. Every challenge is an opportunity to sharpen your skills, toughen your mind, and prove that you have what it takes to survive. The battlefield of life is ruthless. You will be betrayed, abandoned, and tested beyond what you think you can handle. You will experience failure. It's inevitable. But failure is only final if you allow it to be. The strong understand that failure is feedback. Every loss is a lesson. Every setback is a setup for a comeback. The weak let failure define them, while the strong use it as fuel to become even greater. That's the difference between those who survive and those who fade into irrelevance. Pain is part of the fight. It's unavoidable. You will suffer. You will feel exhaustion, heartbreak, and disappointment. Pain is temporary. Weakness is forever. Those who complain about how hard life is are the ones who never develop the strength to change it. The strongest warriors are forged in the hottest fires. If you run from hardship, you will always be running. If you embrace the struggle, you will own your destiny. Discipline is your weapon. Emotion is your enemy. Feelings will lie to you. They will tell you to give up, to take it easy, to settle. But discipline will push you through the moments when motivation is gone. The battle is won in the mind, long before it is won in reality. The moment you decide that quitting is not an option, that excuses are not acceptable, and that nothing will stop you, you become dangerous. The world steps aside for the ones who refuse to be. The harsh truth is that not everyone is built to survive. The weak will be left behind, complaining about how unfair life is, while the strong carve their own path. There is no middle ground. You either train yourself to win or accept a lifetime of mediocrity. The choice is yours. Mental strength is the foundation of everything in life. Without it, even the most talented, physically capable, or well-connected individuals will crumble under pressure. The world is not designed for the weak. It tests you, breaks you, and forces you to either rise or collapse. Everything you want, success, power, freedom, comes down to one thing: your ability to control your mind, to push forward when every part of you wants to stop, and to dominate your own thoughts before they dominate you. The moment you let weakness take over your mind, you've already lost. Most people fail, not because they lack skills or opportunities, but because they allow their minds to betray them. They listen to their doubts, they entertain their fears, and they let emotions dictate their action. A weak mind will create problems where none exist. It will convince you that you are tired when you still have energy left, that you should quit when you are only getting started, and that comfort is better than struggle. This is how people lose before they even begin, by surrendering to the war happening inside their own heads. The strongest individuals are not the ones who never feel fear, stress, or doubt. They are the ones who refuse to let those feelings control them. Your mind is the most powerful weapon you have, but only if you train it. If you let it wander, if you let it be influenced by distractions, negativity, and weakness, it will become your worst enemy. The reality is, your mind will always take the path of least resistance if you allow it. It will try to protect you from discomfort, from hardship, from anything that requires effort. But greatness is never found in comfort. Success is never achieved by doing what is easy. The strongest individuals have trained their minds to thrive under pressure, to embrace difficulty, and to push forward even when every fiber of their being wants to stop. Mental strength is what separates those who succeed from those who spend their lives making excuses. It's the ability to stay focused when distractions surround you. It's the ability to keep moving forward when everything seems to be against you. It's the ability to maintain discipline when motivation is gone. Most people rely on motivation, but motivation is weak. It comes and goes. It's unreliable. Mental strength is what keeps you going when motivation disappears. It's what forces you to do what needs to be done regardless of how you feel. Those who have mastered their minds operate on discipline, not feelings. They don't ask themselves if they feel like working hard. They just do it. The strongest minds belong to those who have suffered and refuse to break. Pain, failure, and hardship are the training grounds for mental toughness. Every time life knocks you down, you have two choices. You either let it break you, or you use it as fuel to become stronger. The weak crumble under adversity. The strong use it to sharpen their minds, to build resilience, and to prepare for even greater battles ahead. Life does not become easier, but you can become tougher. Your ability to endure, to keep pushing when others quit, to rise after every failure is what determines your success. Weak-minded people look for shortcuts, for easy paths, for ways to escape struggle. But escaping struggle is escaping growth. If you avoid hardship, you will always remain weak. Mental strength is built through resistance, through challenges, through the willingness to embrace suffering for the sake of greatness. Those who win in life are not necessarily the most talented, the most gifted, or the luckiest. They are simply the ones who refuse to quit, who refuse to let their minds betray them, and who refuse to accept anything less than absolute victory. Excuses are the language of the weak. They are the chains that hold people back from greatness, the lies they tell themselves to justify their failures. The world does not reward excuses, it rewards results. No one cares about why you couldn't make it happen, why things didn't go your way, or why life was unfair to you. The only thing that matters is whether you got it done or not. People who succeed in life are the ones who refuse to make excuses, no matter how difficult their circumstances may be. They take ownership, they take action, and they make things happen. Every excuse is a step toward mediocrity. People waste their lives blaming their past, their environment, their lack of resources, or other people for their failures. But the truth is, none of that matters. Everyone has obstacles. Everyone faces setbacks. The difference between those who win and those who lose is how they respond. Winners don't sit around complaining about what they don't have. They focus on what they can do with what they do have. They understand that nobody is coming to save them, and the only way forward is through relentless effort, discipline, and a refusal to quit. The moment you allow yourself to make excuses, you allow yourself to accept failure. It's an easy way out. It's comfortable. It lets you avoid responsibility and pretend that your lack of results isn't your fault. Deep down, you know the truth. You know that you could have worked harder, pushed further, sacrificed more. The most dangerous thing about excuses is that they become a habit. Once you start using them, they become your default response to difficulty. Suddenly, every challenge becomes a reason to give up. Every failure becomes someone else's fault, and every missed opportunity becomes something unfair. This is how people destroy their own potential, by allowing themselves to believe their own lies. If you want to achieve anything significant, you have to eliminate excuses from your mind completely. It doesn't matter if you're tired, it doesn't matter if you're stressed, it doesn't matter if life is unfair. Get up and get it done anyway. The most successful people in the world are not the ones who had perfect conditions. They are the ones who made things happen despite the odds. They refused to let circumstances define them. They refused to be victims. They chose to be warriors, to take control of their own lives and to push forward regardless of how difficult things became. Hardship is a guarantee in life. There will always be problems, setbacks, and challenges. You cannot escape them, but you can decide how you respond to them. You can either let them break you, or you can use them to build yourself into someone strong. The weak see obstacles and stop. The strong see obstacles and find a way through. There is always a way forward if you are willing to look for it. The question is whether you have the mental strength to keep moving, or if you will allow yourself to be defeated. At the end of the day, your results are the only thing that matters. If you didn't achieve your goal, then you didn't do what was necessary to make it happen. Simple as that. The world doesn't owe you success, and it won't give you sympathy for failing. You either find a way, or you lose. If you truly want something, you will find a way to get it. If you don't, you will find an excuse. But remember this, every excuse you make today is a regret you will carry tomorrow. Stop waiting, stop blaming, stop making excuses. Get to work. Winners do not wait for opportunities, they create them. They don't sit around hoping for the right moment, people of perfect circumstances. They take action, they build, they push forward regardless of the situation. Losers, on the other hand, waste their lives waiting. They wait for motivation, they wait for permission, they wait for luck, but waiting is the fastest way to lose. The world does not reward those who stand still. It rewards those who move, those who adapt, those who force their way through obstacles and carve their own path to success. The difference between winners and losers is mindset. A winner sees every situation as an opportunity to create something valuable, to take control, push forward. They don't wait for someone to hand them success because they know no one is coming to save them. The door is closed and they find another. The resources aren't available. They don't know how to do something. They understand that success is not about luck. It's about effort, discipline, tell themselves they can't start because the timing isn't right, because they don't have the money, because they don't have the experience. They convince themselves that something or someone else is holding them back, when in reality, the only thing stopping them is their own weakness. Winners are proactive. They don't react to life. They take charge of it. When they see a problem, they don't sit around complaining or waiting for someone else to fix it. They find solutions. They take action. They create results. This is why they succeed while others fail. The losers are the ones who waste their time hoping things will change on their own. They wait for the economy to improve, for someone to recognize their talent, for the perfect moment to start chasing their goals. But the perfect moment never comes. And while they are waiting, someone else is out there making moves, taking risks, and getting ahead. Waiting is a disease. It kills dreams, it destroys potential, and it keeps people trapped in mediocrity. The people who wait for success will never find it, because success is not given, it is taken. Winners understand that every second spent waiting is a second wasted. They don't let fear stop them. They don't let uncertainty hold them back. They move forward even when they don't have all the answers, because they know that progress comes from action, not from sitting around thinking about it. Losers believe that they need permission to go after what they want. They wait for someone to approve their ideas, to tell them they're good enough, to give them an opportunity. But winners don't ask for permission. They take what's theirs. They don't need someone else to validate their dreams. They decide what they want, and they go after it with everything they have. They don't waste time wondering if they will succeed. They take the first step, and then the next, and then the next, until they have created the reality they envision. The harsh truth is that life does not wait for anyone. Time keeps moving whether you take action or not. Every day, there are people out there making things happen, while others are making excuses. There is no middle ground. You are either building or you are watching. You are either creating or you are waiting. Winners build their future with their own hands. Losers sit back and watch as others pass them by. The choice is simple: create or be left behind. Discipline is the foundation of success. Feelings are the biggest obstacle to achieving it. The problem with feelings is that they are inconsistent, unreliable, and weak. One day you feel motivated, the next day you don't. One moment you are inspired, the next moment you feel tired. Allow your emotions to dictate understand this truth. That is why they prioritize discipline over feelings. They do what needs to be done, no matter how they feel. They wake up early when they don't want to, they train when they are tired, they work when they lack motivation. Losers, on the other hand, operate based on how they feel. If they don't feel like working hard, they don't. If they don't feel like pushing themselves, they quit. This is why they remain stuck, watching others pass them by. Discipline is the ability to control your actions regardless of your emotions. It is the ability to stay consistent even when things get tough, when life gets uncomfortable, and when your mind tells you to stop. Everyone experiences moments of doubt, exhaustion, and frustration. But the difference between winners and losers is simple. Winners push through those moments, while losers give in to them. Success does not care about how you feel. The world does not reward emotions, it rewards results. You cannot build a strong body, a successful business, or a powerful mind by only working when you feel good. The work must get done, whether you are excited or miserable, whether you are energized or exhausted. That is the price of success. Discipline is about commitment. It is about making a decision and sticking to it, no matter how difficult it becomes. Most people fail not because they lack talent, intelligence, or resources, but because they lack discipline. They set goals but do not follow through. They start strong but quit as soon as the excitement wears off. They look for shortcuts, easy paths, and instant gratification. But there is no substitute for consistency. The strongest, most successful people in the world are the ones who do what is necessary every single day, without excuse, without hesitation. They understand that discipline is the only way to achieve mastery, to separate themselves from the competition, and dominate in any field. The truth is, your feelings are the enemy. They are designed to keep you comfortable, to keep you weak, to prevent you from pushing beyond your limits. Your mind will always choose the easiest option if you let it. It will tell you to sleep in instead of waking up early. It will tell you to relax instead of working hard. It will convince you that skipping one day won't matter, that resting when you should be grinding is justified. But winners do not negotiate with their feelings. They silence the voice of weakness and push forward no matter what. That is what separates them from the rest. Every successful person you admire has mastered discipline. Athletes train when they don't feel like it. Entrepreneurs work through exhaustion. Leaders make tough decisions regardless of stress. They have built their success on habits, routines, and self-control. They do not rely on motivation because they know it fades. Instead, they rely on structure and discipline to keep them moving forward. That is why they win, while others spend their lives making excuses.